Hi, Alexia. This is John Weidler. I met you last week. I'm here at my in this little studio here at the Flats and Sharp Music Store, and I'm going to show you a little finger exercise that basically is going to move our hands all the way up the octave, every single key at a time, right? And I'm going to talk you through it in just 1 second. It's an excellent exercise for learning, tucking your thumb under your hand, right? That's one great advantage. And another is using the middle part of your hand for every black note, but remembering to use your second finger at certain points in the scale. Okay. Sometimes I'll just start on my thumb on the way up, and notice I use my thumb for every single white note. See that? See that? Except for this one and this one. And I suppose this one, assuming I'm going to continue going down. This one, remember, is C. This is F, and this is C. But the most important fact right now is that they're white notes on the right of a gap between two white notes, where I want to use my 2 so that I can use my thumb to get back in place. Then my third finger takes all the black notes, and then 2, 1. See that? 3, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. Now, the more you do this little motion, the easier it is to make it happen, of course. But going very deliberately and slowly is the best recipe for all of these things. I'm always going to use 2, I think, when I'm finishing the scale at either F or C. I mean, you could really finish it wherever you want to. Now, it's called a chromatic scale. You might have learned it before. It's really fun, as a matter of fact. Now, with my left hand, it's basically identical, except that on the white note to the left of a gap between two white notes, that means E or B, I'm going to use my second finger. Identical reasons. Watch. 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2. Right? Now, I have a feeling it's been a while since you've done much piano playing, and I hope I do get to see you again next week. In the meantime, doing these little exercises with 1, 2, 3, right? Knowing when you have to put 2 down, and knowing that you're reliably changing from 3 to 1, right? Right. That's kind of a fun little bit of exercise too that you could do, going 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. But then once you get past that little blockade, you need to use 2 so that 1 can get back into position. See? Yep. It's really hard to do when I'm holding the phone with my other hand, I think. Anyway, that's an excellent scale, and remember that's called the chromatic scale. It's like all the colors in the rainbow. Very different from one of these scales that you had learned, and you did very good on last week. These scales are called diatonic scales, meaning that there's I'm not exactly sure what dia means. I bet you could tell me. Where I'm excluding how many notes? 5 notes, right? From the same series that we played before. I kick 5 notes out, I keep 7 notes in, and then the 1 note that I was going to repeat at the top and the bottom. Major scales, minor scales, and all the different modes are all different kinds of diatonic scales. The chromatic scale is the only one that uses all of them. And because of that, there's not really more than one chromatic scale, like all of the notes are the chromatic scale. Okay, cool. Maybe someday, I hope to see you again, and maybe if you want, I'll teach you how to play a whole tone scale. Those are really fun. It's so hard to do one of my phones in my hand. Okay, I hope to see you soon, friend. I hope you're doing well. Take care.